Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, December 28th, looking at Window Traders Market Profile of SPY, IWM, and Triple Qs. And basically, you still have to give the bulls all the credit in the world. Even though we gapped higher, didn't hold it, we filled it in A period. All we did, the sellers, what did the market try to do today in the afternoon? It tried to go down. How good a job did it do? Not too good, as all they were able to do is get to M's low and basically trade inside of M's range back and forth to the base of the price probe all afternoon. That's all we did. We're only going to have the day's high and the day's low. It was basically a rotational day in two separate areas, right? The first 5 time frames was A through E and part of F. And in F period, they tried in F and G and then went rotational through parts of M. But M did its thing. It went back and forth through L's high and low, twice each side before finishing basically right at the IB low. Triple Qs and 9 wide, and they have the days high and low. They did basically the same as us. Russell ends only 7 wide. Again, we only end 8 wide. We got 9 wide in N, which I don't count. And I won't ignore it tomorrow, but I won't carry it forward. So again, in the bigger picture, I think the bulls are still firmly in control. The volume was horrendous so far today. Only about 40 million with the after hours still to come. It's the smallest range of the month, $2.75, and it's most likely going to be the lightest volume of the month after the after hours. Had a good day. Most of it was in the morning. I took 4 shorts in A period between the 479 and 480 puts. I did one against filling the gap. I did one twice against the gap fill. One against the 144 when we popped up. One against the overnight high. I mean, so a bunch of times I did put plays in A period, and they all worked out pretty well. Took a long in B period, thinking we were going to take out A's high. It wasn't anything big. Started coming in, and I didn't take it at B's high. When it got close to A's high, then came in. I'm like, well, maybe we'll take out A's high. Never did. I was long above the open and came back through the open, and I took it off for a loss. But then I took a long again against A's low, which worked out. Both of them with a 478 calls. Nothing big because we weren't getting any extension below A. Then I tried a long in F against the price probe when it first came down. It worked for small. I had 15 of them. Got out of 10 when G opened because it popped up. I took 10 off right away. I was holding 5 to fill the single prints. Didn't happen. It came down. Held the 5, and actually the 5 came back up. I took them off for a small loss. If I had held them for another couple of minutes, I would have made money. Then in H and I, I'm like, the sellers have nothing. There's no way we're holding these single prints. Twice I took 50 lot call plays. And H did well on some. Then it came in, took off the rest for a loss, and losing small on it. Then in I, it finally broke up above G and H, took off a bunch of them, was in the money, and then I still had some. I had 18 left when it came back in. Basically took those off. Should have held on to them, but took them off for loss, which basically broke even. So twice in H and I was right as far as what I was looking for, but really got nothing for it. So basically those were just flushes, break-even trades. So the majority of the money I made today was in A period on those shorts, really, and on a long in B against A's low. As far as destinations, one and only one to the upside, 478.81, all-time high right now in regular trading hours. Downside, only one to the downside from today, 476.06, today's low. Then you should have everything from yesterday. I gave them to you yesterday from the afternoon pullback low to the single prints. And then let's go to the charts. So 3 days to go in the year, my friends. We're still above last month's high by $3.50. That's the goal of the bulls. They would love to finish above last month's high and have an outside month up. For now, it's calling it balance. Weekly is up. We came out of balance to the upside. And the daily is clearly up as we're one time framing up 5 days. First job for sellers is to take out today's low. If they're able to do that, you'll put it into a 3-day balance. If they can't do that, The daily is still up. Thanks for liking and subscribing to the channel. Again, come check us out. Start your new year right by signing up at CamelbackTrading.org. $30 a month to give you all this live information throughout the entire trading day while the profile's being live streamed. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.